Most people would fail almost any and all of Batman's training, falling well short of his capabilities, but not because they don't put an effort, but because they constantly break biological rules they didn't even know existed. Welcome to Trick Theory. My name is Matthew Jones. I spent the better part of a decade studying the neuroscience of human capability. I've tested everything I'm about to tell you on thousands of real people and programs I've helped build and direct, like one inside of an Olympic facility, even setting a world record using all the stuff I'm about to tell you. This is why you'd fail Batman's training and how to fix it. Growing up, my enunciation was so terrible, most other kids thought I had some bizarre accent. I was monotone, so teachers thought that I was partially deaf. I developed a stutter so bad that one of my elementary school teachers, Mrs. Jones, told me, "Matthew, you should just really never talk." However, as I mopped the floors of my martial arts school at night, I fixed the majority of my problems by myself. I even did professional theater, saying to myself backstage one night, "Oh my god, this is insane," before I went out and did a pretty long monologue in Shakespeare. The reason why I tell you all this is because, as humans, we tend to assume that our biological limits are way shorter than they actually are. So Bruce Wayne, underneath all the money and the cave and the cape, is the clearest example I've ever found of what a human nervous system can actually do when it's trained correctly. And the flip side of this is he's also the clearest example of where most people go wrong and why they would absolutely fail his training. Today, we're gonna fix that. You're gonna walk away understanding what your nervous system actually needs to train as well as Batman, why most people fight their biology instead of working with it, and what to do so you don't waste months of your life and effort. Let's start with Batman's training on its face, because it is genuinely absurd. According to the Batman files and various DC source material, Bruce Wayne trains in blocks throughout the day. Strength work in the morning, skill and combat training in the midday, more sparring and weapons work in the evening, followed by 4 to 5-ish hours of actual crime fighting at night, where he then goes to bed, waking up at noon and does it all over again. Unless you count his polyphasic sleep schedule he comes up with later to save time. While you wouldn't need to hit his workout numbers necessarily, deadlifting over 600 pounds for multiple sets of 5, running 20 miles at a sub 5-minute pace per mile, then doing heavy gymnastics ring work, advanced martial arts sparring, and then also going home and having pleasant conversations at charity events, you, however, would need to become highly skilled at a multitude of disciplines, both physical and purely cognitive. You would likely have to train 6 to 7 days a week, and on top of the physical workouts, Batman is often estimated to have mastered 127 martial arts styles. Like my teacher, he speaks over a dozen languages, holds some amount of expertise across forensics, engineering, chemistry, psychology, and biology. And all of this means that you cannot waste a drop of effort when it comes to how you train your nervous system. You see, most everything you can do is thanks to your nervous system building schematics, that for simplicity I just call plans. This accounts for literally everything you know and can actually do, from language to juggling to lip reading while being a mile away with a pair of binoculars. The reality is, most people would die of old age or frustration trying to learn all of Bruce Wayne's skills, because no one is taught how to guide this process, and thus do in days to weeks what takes someone else months to even a year who doesn't understand the rules of their nervous system. So it is vital to understand that all of this starts with one major rule that we have to get right: the nervous system diet rule. Much like we now have longevity diets that are completely changing people's speed of aging, this is one of the biggest game changers that I have seen play out time and again, and one that Batman has had to master, that most others violate every time they practice anything. Your nervous system doesn't learn through repetition. It learns through the data that lies beneath the repetition. Every single time you do one attempt of anything, be it organic chemistry or jujitsu, the entire point of that repetition is to stimulate the neurons responsible for that type of skill and basically feed them data. But most people feed their neurons a diet high in calories and low in nutrients, which makes them very slow at learning, and instead of adding on more adipose tissue, it just really confuses them, because their sole job is to take the data and out of that build an entirely new schema that literally is the skill. Batman can lip read or fly a plane because he has built a schema in his head that he can just run. So once the schema is built, often the skill now becomes easy or even automatic. You can just do it without thinking. The hard part is actually building the schema. And to fix a horrible diet that most people have and build schemas as fast as Batman, we have to avoid feeding our neurons too much in one sitting. With one sitting just being one repetition, where you try to pack on too much at once. Most people train with the equivalent of eating nothing but a dozen donuts and pie as fast as they can, and it overloads the neurons with so much signal that they cannot tell what set of signals coming to them is causing certain things to happen. The nervous system struggles to tell what signals are making things go wrong and what is making things go right, which then allows them to try something else the next time. Your neurons will always take their best guess. It just won't be very good. It will kind of suck. And after over a decade teaching, this is the most common mistake I see, and the hardest one for people to get grips with at first, because the solution is you have to take what feels and looks like a step back and feed your neurons much less per attempt. And I know that people hate this, but this is where people's speed at training new skills explodes. Ultimately, like Batman, you must become a master at how your nervous system builds skills. Because the reality is, most people stay stuck for months, some for years, wasting time they will never get back because they keep overloading their brain like this. So instead of letting you keep guessing, I built a simple system that shows you exactly how to fix this and start making real progress immediately. It's called the Capability Advantage, and right now it's just $29, less than a decent meal nowadays. But instead of a temporary hit, this gives you the exact protocols built over a decade to stop wasting time and start building skills that actually stick. If you're serious about improving, that's the first link in the description. Now, this brings us to our next rule, the matching rule. This is perhaps the #1 reason why Batman has been able to get great at so many things. Even learning Kryptonese, he knows Martian folklore, is an expert driver, and can scare the daylights out of henchmen around the world, which on the surface all of this sounds absurd. But when applying this foundational rule, you start to see how it's actually possible for you to learn to get great at so much. So going alongside the understanding that your nervous system learns through clean digestible signals, the next question becomes, how do you use what is being built to save yourself extreme amounts of time and effort on any further skill? This is where you have to understand that every skill that you acquire is not stored as one complete block. It's built as layers of smaller schemas stacked on top of each other. So you can think of each step towards something as a small schema itself, with each one representing a reusable pattern that your nervous system can call up automatically. What Batman is incredible at is building and reusing what he has already built before. And this is very easy to get wrong. If, like most common people, for whatever reason, you skip steps, you do too little volume, you then skip building strong schemas for each of those steps that can easily be reused later on, and instead you trade them for a single schema that you're skipping to that will be weak and difficult to reuse parts of later on. This comes down to the fact that once you've built something well, for any step of any skill, you now have the option to reuse it, because your nervous system never rebuilds anything twice. That would be weird and a complete waste of time and resources. Instead, it will try to match whatever percentage of a new skill you're learning to what you've learned before. So 1, build new schemas well, because this leads to a horribly unfair advantage where you may have already learned 20, 30, 70% of a skill because you did not skip steps and you fed your neurons well. But to take this a step further and significantly shorten the time it takes you to learn anything new, you can be very deliberate in how you reuse what you've already learned. This is what Batman would have to do, and he does do. He reuses progressions, or simply crafts a progression that is as close as he can to another one that he has already gone through. You can make progressions similar, or in my experience, almost exactly the same. So while most people train skills as standalone islands, which basically renders the matching rule inert and makes sure that they take the maximum amount of time to learn anything new, we can skip most of the process when it comes to learning new skills. When I was running my melting pot of a program at the Olympic facility, I came up with progressions that seemed absolutely bizarre because I realized that many skills were like a Jenga tower, where I could just replace pieces with something that had already been learned before, and suddenly skills that were months off started to become well within reach. And one student, Trent, asked me, "Why do steps matter?" And I said, because your nervous system is capable of mastering any and all of them, there is just way too many skills to possibly get to if we don't understand this. Because you'll die of old age before you get to all the things that you actually want to do. What I really want you to understand is that Batman is not impressive because he trains harder or longer. He is impressive because every single thing he does is so efficiently tied to exactly how your nervous system best builds itself and increases its capabilities to make you awesome. Every repetition must have a clean signal, and every skill is designed to overlap with the next one before he even starts it, allowing Bruce to move at a ridiculous pace when compared to the average person. Yet everything he does and is an aspect, a capability of your nervous system. There is no theoretical limit to how many skills you can stack, overlap, and master in your lifetime. In fact, the more you learn and overlap the ones that you have, the better you get. Oftentimes by a lot. Batman is a shining example of what a human looks like when they maximally adhere to the rules of their nervous system, when they truly understand them. Something that many people miss is there's no such thing as starting from zero in a well-built nervous system. Every skill you build correctly lowers the cost of the next one. So the gap between you and Batman is never talent nor discipline, it's whether your nervous system is being trained in a way that allows it to build great plans and reuse them. That is exactly what I go over in the Hero Lab series that is linked down below. But if none of this was very interesting, then I saved my best fact for last. Everything we talked about around building skills like Batman has to is only half of the equation. There is an entire second half that doesn't happen while you're training at all. It happens after, and determines what your nervous system decides to keep and what it decides to completely erase and eradicate from your mind. The big problem is most people are unknowingly sabotaging this vital process, which can cause them to lose a good chunk of what they just built, and then they have to rebuild it all again and again. I go into how you can master that second half in this video right here. It's all just some lovely science. I'll see you in the next one.